Jonathan Thomas, aka JT the Publicist with Ascension Branding and Marketing. You're now watching Nolazine TV.
As far as your company, so what do y'all specialize in?
I mean, honestly, we are public relations, of course, helping tell the story of our clients and uniquely coming up with ways to appeal to the consumer or appeal to whoever your audience is. We also specialize in branding, so helping companies, helping artists, whatever it may be, really develop that identity to connect the dots between your product, your services, and whoever you're trying to sell it to.
Okay. So how important is it for an artist to have one on that budget?
Having a budget is essential. It takes money to make money, right? So allocating a budget or funding to help the system or help the campaign and process of you getting the word out about you as a brand and getting the word out about your product is very important. I mean, without a budget, honestly, unless you have the relationships and gonna get people to do stuff for you for free or connect the dots and connections and whatnot, it's impossible to survive in this kind of industry without a budget.
When did you get into public relations?
I've been doing public relations, honestly, man, since I was a kid. I mean, I kind of used PR to get through high school. Never was a straight A student or really book smart or whatever. So I just used the talents and gifts that I had to navigate school and whatnot. So had a couple of mentors along the way, and kind of got introduced to the industry probably around the age of 16, 17.
So far as public relations, so how important it is for one artist to have a publicist?
It's really important. Once you, as an artist, develop your brand, come up with your content, it's important to have somebody that has the relationships and connections to connect you to the media, connect you to the press, so that the music, the art, whatever campaign that you're pushing, that is disseminated to the public properly, from blogs to television shows, radio shows. So it's a pretty essential, part to have a publicist.
So how long has your company been operating?
We've been in existence now for maybe about 5 years. Before this, I had another company, but it was just a different name. I had a business partner at the time, but we've been rocking and rolling for about 5 years. I got started working with professional athletes, mostly NFL players, a few NBA players along the way, and I really got a love and passion for the music industry. I started off as a Sony college marketing rep when I was in college, and got a chance to work with the likes of J. Cole and Adele, and met Miguel, and met Future, and all these individuals, and really saw from a bird's eye view what it took to put these type of campaigns together. There was literally one of me in every major city across America. So I got a chance to see what the process of developing their campaigns were. Got a chance to see how the budgets were allocated and how each phase of the campaign was mapped out in chronology.
Okay. So what's your advice to a young publicist that's trying to follow in your footsteps?
I think one of the most important things you can do if you're an aspiring publicist is connect the dots and build relationships. The more relationships and connections that you have, solid relationships, whenever you need to maneuver or make a move, from contacting a radio station, television station, even sponsorships and relationships with different brands to do co-ops and partnerships. If you have those relationships, they're worth more than money, because you can call that person. They may be in a different market, they may be in a different city, a different country, and they can help you with clients that you're starting to onboard time and time again.
So how important it is for a publicist to have a relationship with the media blogs?
It's really important. Blogs these days are a subset of some of the larger media platforms, from magazines and whatnot, and it's transitioning. Consumers are digesting and consuming content, but at a very fragmented rate, because the attention span of the consumer is very, very short. So blogs, they have a tendency to get to the point, get to what the current events are and the topics and whatnot. So it's important to have those relationships and understand what the content is, what's going on in the culture, and contributing to it. So having those relationships with the blogs are essential as well.
So when artists first come to you, what is the first goal?
we have a very unique onboarding process. I can honestly say that, at this phase of my career, I only work with folks and brands and companies that we really truly believe in and believe that we can make a difference with. So the first thing is just a conversation. It's an assessment to see where you are as an artist, as a company, and really understanding your vision, understanding your goals. And then from there, we go through a creative process with our team and discuss ways that we can literally take your brand from where it is to higher heights. I mean, literally, that's what Ascension stands for. So, really diving deep into what the core values are of your brand, and trying to figure out ways that we can come up with campaigns to disseminate that information to the targeted demographics.
Okay. So what's the average day like for JT the Publicist?
Honestly, it's always something to, I wake up, fitness has become very important in my life. You gotta, health is wealth. So we're gonna start off with fitness, and then after that, I have a vision board that I kind of stick to, for my clients. I kind of jot down monthly goals. If we have events coming up, to really check on things that we need to check off on the list. It may be locking in sponsorship. It may be contacting a certain artist to nail them down to be a part of an event. So really it's going through that checklist that I have each day, and literally I'm checking stuff off all day from morning to nighttime. I might get a phone call and have to do some damage control for a client that might have got a negative look in the press. It may be the media reaching out, trying to get in touch with somebody that was a former or current client, and just really connecting the dots with that. So
what's next for your company?
Next is as much as possible, really connecting with entrepreneurs, really helping them tell their stories. At the end of the day, every person here on this planet is an entrepreneur when you really look at it. Everybody's trying to earn a living, generate revenue, make money. But the question is, how are you going to do that? How are you going to package yourself as a brand? So really, we're transitioning from just marketing and PR to helping companies and individuals develop their individual brands and individual marketing. Statistics in the industry is literally like pointing to that direction. If you look at some of the social media influencers right now, it's all about how you're cultivating your individual brand on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and really driving home the consumer and bringing them to your personal world. So that you can sell products, so that you can push campaigns, so that you can just connect with people and really build a strong fan base and following. So that's the next step, just really cultivating and developing those type of services.
So if when a potential client wants to reach out to you, so how do they find you?
Got you. You can hit me up via Instagram at JT the Publicist. My email is jtpublicist, PUBLICIST @gmail.com. And just reach out. Okay.